What's up, Jammcard here. We're at Lorde rehearsals with our boy, Ben Barter. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much.
You're about to do the Lorde Tour. The new tour starting with Coachella.
Yes.
Exciting.
Very exciting.
Nerve-wracking. No, you're fine. You've done this for... How long have you been on this gig? Forever.
2013.
That's forever. That's like your entire life. We got the classic hybrid, half acoustic, half electronic rig. What you got over here, man?
Ludwig drums.
Ludwig drums.
Only the best.
Crunchy acrolite snare. Killing it. As you know, mounted kick drums are the coolest thing in drums. Everybody knows it.
Zildjian.
There we go, some Zildjian guys.
Zildjian sticks, 9 gauge.
All right, let me hear those hats. I want to hear those hats.
Very clean, and they just
they're super clean.
Fit in with her stuff real nice. All the songs we get her samples off the album, so there's always a trigger on it.
You added a trigger to the Gen 16.
Yeah, I think they'll hate me for this, but I was using it, and I think it's a great idea, the electric cymbals, but Ella really Lorde really likes. She just wants everything sounding like the album.
Right.
And so she's got a lot of electronic cymbals, the 808 type cymbals.
Right.
The classic tennis block crash. You hear that?
Nice.
Yeah, so if I choke it, they'll keep going.
Yeah.
and it works. It's great, and it looks a bit better. And for people,
well, that's way better than playing a pad for you.
And for a little smarter punter, if they hear a cymbal coming from a rubber pad, they're going hang on, that's not a cymbal.
Yeah, this guy's pulling tricks.
Yeah, what's he up to?
Yeah.
He's
a liar.
That doesn't sound how it looks. So this, and then it sounds acoustically, it's really quiet. So
and it moves like a real cymbal.
It does. It moves like a real cymbal. It looks like the real thing. I only just got away with this. The thing about Ella is she came straight out of high school. She was 15 when I met her.
Wow. And
she came out of high school like 14-year-old, 13-year-old, sweaty boys in the music room just hitting like bad drum sets and like terrible cymbals. So that's her idea of like live drums.
Right. And
so when live drums come to her show, she really struggles with cymbals and stuff. So I really had to lucky the new album has got some, the new single came out, it's got some rap cymbals. So I'm stoked.
Oh, nice.
Because last whole tour I just had hi-hats.
Right, I remember seeing you on the Grammys with that, and I was like, this guy, before I knew you. It's like, who's this guy? Only hats?
That was you commenting on the YouTube.
That was me. I was like,
you downvoted it.
Those are pads. Yeah. Those are pads.
So I'm very happy. I was a laughing stock of Zildjian artist.
No.
My setup diagram was just literally 14-inch hats. So now
That's kind of tight though, dude. Minimalist.
Yes.
This is not your normal pad setup over here. This is a very unique pad setup.
I did the first tour with SPDS6, Roland SPDS6.
Yeah.
And it was great. They're amazing. I think they're so good. And I managed to make it work. We did the whole tour with it. I had I think it's called a TD6 or something. It was like a thing they make which you can get more triggers out of it.
Yep.
A slave.
Yep.
So I had these on it. But then I couldn't separate my electronic pedal from my kick trigger. Right. So it was the same sample. So I saw they finally came out with a brain where you can put your own samples into it, which is so amazing. So I've got this now. So I get all my outputs out of it. I can separate these two. And it's great.
And you don't have to worry about a computer.
Yeah. And the other thing, I don't have the best aim.
Right.
And
so you needed some bigger pads.
Yeah, I'm swinging about over here and then come back here and just miss it.
Yeah, especially coming off a kit into an SPDSX where you're like middle, bottom.
I think they're amazing, but you really have
You made your own giant SPDSX.
So, I had months of staying up at night. And I actually saw Bon Iver did it. Bon Iver did it. It was a live show on the internet. And the drummer had these 3 pads of these. Yeah. I was like, what are those? That's perfect for what I want. So I literally just Googled like electronic drum pads, and then like did this massive search until I came across doors and stand doors. Yeah. And so send him an email, and then he's the raddest dude. He's been making them since like 1986, I think. And they're amazing, and they're exactly what I need. So this replicates the FPD6 setup, you know. So my muscle memory is all still there. I designated these two ones as subs and kicks, and the top. So I've had to do that. The TD50, the output, is global. So I've got those as subs.
Subs and kicks on the left?
On the left, yeah.
And then where are your snares typically?
Everything else is like snares and claps here.
Nice.
So I used to use these. Those were my main, you know, like pads I'd hit.
Is this hooked up to the Ableton rig, or is this separate?
It's all separate.
You are your own universe.
Yeah, you know, because doing the big old like shows, the last thing, they're stressful enough, and then adding a laptop to my rig would just be really stressful. So I've really fought to not add a laptop to my.
Did these come with this blue?
Yeah, wow. He does all sorts of colors. Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah, they're crazy.
You know who turned me on to the DAWs pads was Mike Moore. Yeah. We did an episode of Gear Goggles with him, and he was using them with Kid Cudi, and he was like, "These pads are the best."
Yeah, and they're great. And between these and the amazing Dave Elitch, who saved my hands.
Thanks, Dave.
And my posture.
Dave gets a shout out in every Gear Goggles episode.
Thanks for extending my drum career for like another 50 years.
I want to hear you. Can you play a little something for us using the pads? May I?
Yeah.
May I then?
Absolutely.
Woo! Oh, this snare is gnarly. Ooh. Wow, dude, that snare is awesome.
Okay.
It sounds so good, dude. Ben, you did great.
Thank you.
This is so much fun having you. Thank you for doing this.
Thanks for having me.
I'm excited to see you at Coachella. Me +2 for the guest list, please. That would be appreciated. Make sure to watch this dude on the entire Lorde Tour, which is going to be all over the world, right?
Yeah. Yeah, all the main ones, yeah.
It's gonna be in all the main ones. If you're in the main one, you go there. If not, you watch on the internet or TV.
Yeah.
There you go. Jammcard out.